What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another call here with Powerhouse. Give me a second. There you go. Let me spotlight myself. Perfect. There you go. Welcome to another call, guys. Today we're gonna be going over basics, but before we get started, I need everyone to drop in the chat. Okay, everyone, please drop in the chat. From what state or what city or even what country are you plugging in today from? Let me know. Let me know. We have 60 people on the call. Texas, Utah, Reno, Dallas. Damn, oh, you guys are going fast. Riverside, Alabama, Charlotte. Damn. Okay, we have people from all over the states. I love it. I love it. So, guys, I really need you guys to pay close attention on today's. Also, in the chat, okay? Drop a 7 if you have less than 3 months of experience or you're completely brand new. 7 in the chat. Sheesh. We have a lot of 7s. Well, guys, all I want to say is welcome to the family. Welcome to Powerhouse. On today's session, I'm gonna be going super basic to you for you guys. Super basic, and this is a way that helped me understand more market structure. Because at the end of the day, about trading, you gotta understand how the market is moving and why it's making those moves, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. We're gonna get to straight into it. Drop a one in the chat if you guys can see my screen. We're good. Perfect, perfect. Awesome. Okay, there you go. So what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna start with something basic. For those that are completely for those that have experience, years of experience, or you know what I'm gonna be talking about in this first PowerPoint that I have in here. You might know this already, but I need you guys to learn how to present this to the newest individual, because the way I'm explaining this to someone brand new is gonna start making so much more sense. So it's really important for everyone that has experience to be able to, explain this like this. You're gonna have your own way of explaining, but trust me, watch what I'm gonna do for everyone that's completely brand new. Well, guys, first of all, the market moves in cycles, right? And here, let me go ahead and present this. And then I'm gonna get straight into more examples in the charts. Okay, the market moves in waves. As a trader, you want to ride those waves like a pro surfer. We all know that most of the time the surfers who lives in California or near the beach, Miami, I don't know. Have you guys seen the surfers just staying still right there for the perfect wave? They're just so patient, right? And when it comes to trading, you have to be patient as well. You want to catch the right wave. Identifying market structure is 50% of the battle, but once you're able to properly understand it, all your confirmations will fall in place nicely. So, guys, these terms, everyone's just completely brand new. I need you guys to really pay attention to these terms right here and learn them. Higher high, higher low, lower high, VOS, breakup structure. And for this is when a low or high gets broken, we will use the term VOS. And we use it for trend continuation. I'm gonna show you examples right now. And then we have as well, okay? We have as well change of character. This is very similar to a VOS, except this is when you get a shift of structure and trend, which is the first sign of term reversal. Drop a 5 in the chat if you're with me. Drop a 5 in the chat if you're with me. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Next one. Now, the first phase this is one of the phases of the market, uptrending, right? The market moves in 3 ways. The first one, uptrending. When the market creates higher highs and higher lows, right? I need you guys to remember this. When the market is going uptrending, when it's uptrending, it always starts with the letter H. Remember that, okay? Higher high, higher low. Also, we have a breakup structure here and another one over here. This is VOS. When it breaks the previous higher low, the higher high. Here's a higher high. It broke it. It broke it here as well. We have a breakup structure. And it's pretty much the continuation of the trend. We're just going higher. Now, next one. Downtrending. When we're downtrending, guys, okay, now we're creating lower lows and lower highs. It starts with the letter L, right? Lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low. And we do have a breakup structure as well. Why? Because it continues the trend. We're just going down. So when it breaks the previous lower low over here, this is not higher high, this is lower low. Okay, this is a typo. So make sure you get it right. This is a lower low that got broken, and this one as well. Now, next one. Consolidation. Guys, in here, when the market just moving like this sideways, we call it consolidation. Obviously, I can go more advanced into accumulation and distribution. That's something that I did on the previous call in Spanish. That's something that you guys will learn later on as well. Basically, the market moves sideways, creating equal highs, EQH, and equal lows, EQ lows, which is the support and the resistance, okay? This is why VOS important, because it broke exactly, okay? So I need you guys to remember all this again, right? We had uptrending, downtrending, and consolidation. Now, I want you guys to look at this. The market was uptrending here, okay? It was uptrending here, creating higher highs and higher lows, VOS, and then what happened over here? Change of character. We broke structure to the downside. Now, from uptrending, we went downtrending. I'm gonna have another example over here. This is upside down. We're going down, downtrending, and then what happened? We broke the last lower high to the upside, creating a new higher high. And we call this change of character. And now this is where you can take a screenshot right here. Take a screenshot of this example right here, guys. Okay. I want you guys to see this. I like to be very visual with you guys as well, because this is a way I start understanding more market structure and just how the market moves. We're going uptrending right here, creating higher highs and higher lows. And then what happened over here? The market consolidated, creating equal highs and equal lows. Now, what can be, for those that are more advanced, guys, what can be this term over here? What can we call this over here? For those that have more experience. It is consolidation, but liquidity, okay? I mean, it is liquidity. Left shoulder, okay? Yes, Samuel. Distribution. Over here, you can call this as well. Samuel, can you unmute yourself if you can, bro, and tell us why this can be as well distribution? If you can. Oh, there you go. I'm gonna let you guys unmute, by the way.
Can you hear me?
Sir. Go ahead. Unmute yourself again.
I bet. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is distribution. Why? Because obviously, as we can see, the market is distributing price like through a certain zone. That's just called distribution. Many people know it as consolidation, but I mean distribution. Like just think about like it's given to both sides. You know, it's given to bears, it's given to bulls. If you actually look at it, that's what's really happening. It's giving some money to bulls, some money to bears. Is the easiest way to understand it.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, guys, when the market consolidates up here, right? And then all of a sudden we change structure to the downside, we call this distribution. Now, someone else besides Samuel, what can be this right here in the bottom for this consolidation? It is building liquidity, just like Ozzy said.
Resistance.
Accumulation, yeah, this is the resistance, this is the support, right? It's building up liquidity, yes, but over here, this is accumulation as well. So you can write that down, okay? So you can take a screenshot of this, guys, okay? And then you can just annotate, oh, this is accumulation phase, distribution phase and accumulation phase. I'm not gonna go too advanced into this terms right now. Okay. Can you type accumulation? Accumulation over here. And then distribution. Okay. There you go. Okay, cool. So now for the screenshot. Que flojo así. If not, guys, I'll go ahead and make sure I can send this in the university chat. I got you guys. Okay? I got you. So now, okay? So now we understand the market structure. Type of 5 in the chat if this makes sense. Now we're going to get straight into the sauce. Perfect, perfect. Okay, for everyone that's brand new, I hope it clicked. Trust me, you want to understand this. Okay? I'm going now into the charts. Okay, perfect. Now, for those that are completely brand new, something that I suggest you doing for now, okay, is you sticking into 3 time frames right now, so you understand how to identify these zones. The number one will be the 4 hour, okay? Sticking to the 4 hour, the 4 hour, the 2 hour, and the 1 hour. Why those 3 time frames? Because it's just those time frames are nicer. It does respect structure better than smaller time frames, and it doesn't take too long if you go to the weekly or daily time frame, especially the 2 hour, the 1 hour. Okay. Exactly. Yes, Jose. 4, 2, and 1 hour. I suggest you doing that. Now, obviously, at first, it might not make any sense, right? Something that I'm gonna do for you guys. Okay. How will you use the tools for our new people that are learning markup charts? We do have the videos on that, and I believe I sent the TradingView one. If not, real quick, right? Over here, these are your time frames that you want to have favorite. You can literally just screenshot my screen right now and see what time frames I have. I don't use the 10-minute a lot, but from the weekly all the way to the 1 minute. And then favorite tools, these are the tools that I use. You can find them in here and you just click favorite. Okay. Now, with levels, guys, the way that Vinny trades, the way that we learn with him, is kind of like a head and shoulder pattern. It is a head and shoulder pattern, but not just your regular head and shoulder pattern. A lot of people look for this right here. And then they want to sell here in this shoulder. They're like, oh, look, we have shoulder, head, right shoulder. Let's go ahead and sell. Right? For me, this is risky. Why? Because we didn't have that the change of character. So something that you want to look for, okay? What the heck happening here? Something that you want to look for, guys, is that change of character for more confirmation. Okay? We want to see this right here, that it broke to the downside. So I can look for potential sells in here. Okay? This is a way to trade head and shoulders. Right here. And I can go more advanced into smart money as well. And I'm going to just show you guys this example right here. Give me a second. Let me put this over here. File, open, recent. And let me see if this one opens. Perfect. All right. I want you guys to see this example. Shout out to the boy Vini. He's the one that did this. Look at this, guys. Okay. I'm gonna do slideshow, current slide. The market was uptrending. You guys see this right here. And then what happened? It did a consolidation. The market went higher. And then we have a change of character. Now this right here, it creates a left shoulder, my head, and all am I looking for is what? My right shoulder for my entry. My stop loss, which is my risk, this is my stop loss. It has to be above the head. My entry, where it was where we had our left shoulder. Okay. Now for the buys, I want you guys to see this right here. The market now is downtrending, creating lower lows and lower highs. And then what happened? We have a change of character to the upside. Now, this is my left shoulder. This is my head. And now am I waiting for my right shoulder to form over here. This is that inverted head and shoulder play, guys. This right here works. And I have examples and stuff like that. I'm not gonna go over that tonight. Later, in some other call, I'll go more advanced into this PowerPoint in here. But I just wanted to be more visual with you guys how this pattern looks. Okay. And basically, our entry model, where you're gonna be learning with a lot of people in the team, is this one right here. This is our buying model, right? Consolidation, which is liquidity, right? It builds liquidity. We have an institutional candle or institutional move to the downside that clears everyone out. And then all of a sudden, the market goes over here. And my entry is going to be down here, my buy limit, which is AKA as well, my right shoulder. Okay. This is for the buys, and this is for the sells. Again, we have the liquidity build up, right? Consolidation, institutional move, and then we have a change of character, left an imbalance in here, the liquidity for our target. I'm not gonna go advanced in this one. It's just an example, okay? Now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now, since I know we have a lot of new people and you guys want to practice and be able to understand this better, I'm gonna show you guys something that helped me about 3 years ago. Something that start making more sense for me to understand more trading or look for entries. Because who in here, right, still struggles to mark up on their own. And that's totally fine if you do. That's totally fine if you do. Let me know. Or everyone's an expert right now. Okay, Beto? Nova? So, do you guys want me to go over something super basic, right? Something super basic that is going to help you train your eye and to see entries. Super, super basic, guys. Right? This right here is something that, for me, I was like, damn, I'm training my eye to see this now. Is it going to work 100% all the time? No. No strategy works 100% all the time. But this is something that I know for a fact if you apply, over time, you can get more advanced and to, be more proficient, more proficient with this entry model. Super, super, super easy. So this is what we're gonna do. I need you guys to draw with me, okay? I'm gonna be with Vinny now, like Vinny now. When I draw, you guys what? When I draw, you guys can unmute. We draw. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome, guys. So I want you guys to type in these rules. Like I said, this is a really, really easy strategy, guys, that I need you guys to really pay close attention. And we're going to follow some rules. Number one, we got to look for a breakup structure or change of character. Okay? Number two, for number two, there has to be a rally of minimum 3 consecutive candles that cause that VOS or change of character. Number 3, find that last opposite candle before the rally. Number 4, box that candle. Oh, you know what? Rally, and this is what I'm gonna do. Box that candle. Box a candle and find the 0, 50, and 100%. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do this right now. Different ways. For those that have a little bit more experience, do you guys remember this? Who can tell me in the chat what's gonna help you to identify this? Number 4, entry can be either, no, it's not the 5th. Like I'm going for the rules, like this rules. What am I be looking for? Let's see who can get this. Entry can be either one. This is what I'm gonna do. Okay. Number 4, and the most important, be patient. Starting point, yes. Starting point, aka shoulder. Order block. So now I'm gonna be more visual. You guys got it, right? Watch this right now. So let's say the market was uptrending, right? It was uptrending, and then all of a sudden it starts consolidating. Okay, and then what's that right here? Guys, please do not be writing on my screen. Who's iPhone? Please, iPhone, stop. If not, you're getting kicked out. So watch this. Okay, let's do this. We're going to get very, very visual. Boom, boom, boom. So, guys, in here, okay, the marketing here was creating higher highs and higher lows, right? Can someone tell me what is this right here? What is that? That is a breakup structure, right? Top. Okay. And then we have another one over here. And then we have another one over here. And then what happened in here, guys? What happened in here? What is this right here?
Change of direction?
Yes. Okay. We have our change of character. Okay. In here, and I'm gonna do this right over here. So this is just an example, right? The market was going up, and then what is rule number 1 says? Look for a breakup structure or change of character. Did that happen? We did. There has to be a rally of minimum 3 consecutive candles the cause, the breakup structure, or change of character. Do we have more than 3 candles? Now, find the last opposite candle before the rally and box it. Find the 0, 50, and 100%. Entry can be either one. So now, guys, this candle right here, what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to box it. There's different ones that you can use. I'm going to go with my favorite one, which is just the regular rectangle. You go here, you can have a favorite, so you have it now in your favorite tools, right? And watch this. This is what I'm going to go ahead and do. Something that you want to do, you want to grab it from wick to wick. Now, let's say we had a wick in here, right? And then we have another one right here. Perfect. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to grab my box and I'm going to extend it to the right. Okay, I'm going to do this like this. Something that you can do when you go to the settings of the box, you can put the middle line. Now, that middle line, obviously you know that's going to be the 50%. So you can either your sell, this is for sells, you can enter here and have your stop loss above the high. And you want to go a 1 to 3 risk to reward. Okay? Right here. Risk ratio 3. Let's say you want to enter the 50%, which is my favorite one, the 50% for the most part. Then 1 to 3 is going to look something like this. Okay? This is very, very easy, guys, to start identifying. And there's more examples. I'm gonna show you guys examples right now on the charts, but this is for the sell setup. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna just invert this scale. Okay, and this is for the buy. Let me just put different colors now. Let's say we were downtrending. Now we started an uptrend. And now we want our buys down here. Okay. So you guys see rule number 1, look for a breakup structure or change of character. Right? Do we have more than 3 candles? Yes, we do. Entry can be the 50%, this right here, or even the bottom. But like I said, I like the 50%. Okay. What you mean equal? Right? So, guys, this can be an easy strategy for you to remember. Equilibrium. I don't know what you mean by that, bro. Okay. Now, let me show you guys some examples. Right? Remember the rules. And watch how it's going to be working even with gold. I'm going to go to the 4 hour. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and get some examples. Give me a second. Let me just go back over here and see where I can find over here. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. You see the 2 hour. I'm gonna show you some examples right now. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, this one barely. Okay. Here's like an example. It barely missed by nothing. It was uptrending and then we broke structure. We have more than 3 candles. And by almost nothing, it left me. But let me see if I can find a better example. On the 2 hour, this can be an example. Look at this, guys. Even uptrending, when the market just continues up, this works right here. Okay? Let me see if this one. Ooh. Look at this one right here. Okay? What happened right here, guys? Did we break structure to the upside? Did we have a break structure to the upside?
Yes.
Perfect. Look, you grab this candle. You can go with the 50% of the candle. right? And if you would have done the 50% of that candle, enter right there, your stop loss down here. And then you go a 1 to 3. Perfect. Take profit hit, right? And it continues. Where's another one? Here's another one. You guys see this? More than 3 candles, the broke structure to the upside. Now we can possibly look for buys in here. Did it happen? I don't know if it does happen or not. Like I said, is it going to be working all the time 100%? No, but this is a way for you to start training your eye. This is my goal for you guys right now, for those that are completely brand new, to start identifying entries. Okay, boom. Look what happened here, okay? Now, what happened right here? What can be, we can use this for what? For sales. Do we have more than 3 candles that change character? Yes. Now, here's another one. What happened here? This is what? Breakup structure. This is my change of character, and I'm gonna label this. This is my what? Breakup structure. Why? Because it just continues the trend. Okay. So now I have 2 zones that I can be looking for potential sales. I can look for sales here, 50%, 1 to 3, or I can possibly look for another sell up here. And like I said, this is just to train your eye. Let's see. Nope, it didn't happen. It hasn't come over here. But let's just see. Let's just play, and we can get more examples of that. Okay, let me go to the 1 hour. Or that we did kind of have a reaction in here, a little bit, but it invalidated. But are you guys getting what I'm teaching you today? This is super basic, guys. Super basic, and it works for a lot of time frames. I want you guys to see this right here. I want you guys to see this entry right here on this one. In the 1 hour, what happened in here? Did we break higher than this? So where's my candle? Do we have more than 3 candles? 1, 2, 3 candles. Boom, right there, entry. And then let it play out. Right? Let me go to a different pair so you guys see this. Let me see if I can find an example in the 4 hour. I want to stick to higher time frames so you guys start identifying this. 2 hour. Let me see. Okay. Boom. In this example, watch this, guys. What do we have in here? What is this right here? Did we break above this high? We did, right? We have 1, 2, 3 candles. Where's my last opposite candles? Right here. This is my last opposite candle. Did we come to the 50%? Boom, stop loss right below the low. Did we get a 1 to 3? We did. Okay. So guys, this is so easy for you to start training your eye. I do go more advanced. I don't just use this. This is for kind of like for order blocks and stuff like that. But this is what helped me understand more entries and just training my eye to see that change of character or that breakup structure. And the reason I said 3 consecutive candles is because that's going to be the easier way for you to identify this. Later, it can just be even 1 candle because it can be a big candle, right? So drop a 7 in the chat if everything's making sense. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, let's go ahead and look at Euro USD, right? Euro USD. and GBP USD. This is something that I was going over with Latinos. Something that I'm waiting for, right, is this entry right here. Watch this in the 2 hour, okay? I want you guys to see this. And remember this entry model, okay? Where is it? Remember this entry model. Okay, this one. Look what happened with the market. Consolidation, institutional move, and then we create a new high. What happened in here? Consolidation equal lows. The market drops, and then we create a new high. So what am I waiting for? My potential right shoulder for the buy. This is Euro USD. Another pair that correlates with Euro USD is going to be GBP USD. So I'm going to put this on my right hand side. Okay. Now I want you guys to see this right now. Let me go ahead and delete this so it looks more clean, because I was doing just some examples. Okay. Yes, it's all about that training your eye. But I'm telling you, that training that I give you guys, super basic, and it started to help me out understand this and be able to see the graphs better. Look, for this GBP USD on my right hand side, right? Do they both look similar? Can you guys see it? They correlate with each other. I'm not gonna take both. I only take the laggard. I'm gonna take the one that gets here last in this zone. Right? I really like Euro USD better than GBP USD just because of how the structure, it was so nice. So let's see which one gets here last, but this is what I'm looking for. Now, something that I'm gonna do to end this call is I'm gonna go over it, the setup that I talked about yesterday. Did anyone take USD CAD? I'm just curious if anyone took. Why will you take the laggard? Good question. Okay, I got that question on the Spanish call. I got you. Okay, and then I'm gonna go on USD CAD. This is something that I learned from my mentor, right? And honestly, I've been following and it works. The reason I take the laggard is because if you see this right here, what do we call this right here? Mitigation, right? This is for the banks to come and close their orders and now just continue the trend or whatever. Or they can just go the opposite. But the mitigation simply means that the institutions are going to come and close their orders that they were in a drawdown. So what happens in here? Let's just say an example. The Euro USD is now dropping lower. Okay? It's dropping lower. And barely GBP USD is like trying to get there. Euro USD got to the 50% already, getting close to the 60. And this one's not even to the 50. And let's just say now, Euro USD gets to my zone of interest, but barely GBP is getting to my 618. And it hasn't gotten all the way down here yet. So it hasn't fully mitigated. What can happen? Since this one hasn't mitigated yet, if this drops lower to my zone, then this one can hit stop loss before actually playing out. Has that happened to any of you guys where you're like, damn, I hit my stop loss and then it play out? Maybe it had another correlation with another pair and this could help you out. This is what I'm telling you guys. I wouldn't take both. I'll go with one or the other one. I'm going to take the laggard. Okay, so pairs that correlate with each other, Euro USD and GBP USD, they correlate nice with each other. And then Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar as well. Both of them correlate with each other really nice. And on the indices, obviously you guys know that they move very, very similar as well. NAS 100, US 30, and SPX. Okay, so Yeah, guys, this is why I rather take the lager. You can use it, you can try it out, see if you can try it out, and then from there, let me know if it didn't work for you or not. Just being more patient and waiting for the lager. Sometimes being patient pays, guys. Sometimes it might not get you in, but at the end of the day, I'm okay with it. I didn't take a loss. Just because I didn't enter the market, it doesn't mean I lost. No, there's gonna be more trading days, more setups. So now USD CAD, okay? I'm gonna show you guys why we were looking at this buy. Just on this broker, I'm using the one on this broker. It did seem like equal lows, but on my broker, on my live account, it didn't have equal lows. This candle was actually lower, and I did confirm today as well with USD CAD on this broker FXCM. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just break it down for you guys. How do you figure it out, the zones? I just went over a little bit on the strategy, but either way, just keep on plugging in every single day, and you're gonna be able to understand the way we trade here. And trust me, ask questions as well. Go through the videos that we share to you guys, but every single day we're gonna be going over setups. Start training your eye as well. But yeah, now I want you guys to see this right now. USD CAD. Yesterday I went over this during SNL. I was like, guys, I really like this setup. And then before that, okay, can someone tell me if you guys see the setup that I just gave you guys on the small training? Can you guys see it? Yes, Daddy. What is rule number one? Who can type it in the chat or who can unmute themselves? Can you guys? 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. More than 3 candles. We broke churches to the upside. Perfect. So where's my candle that I'm looking at? It's this one right here. Right? So now I'm gonna go ahead and box it. From wick to wick. I'm gonna extend it to the right. And I'm gonna do this blue. That's on 50%. And we said that we're gonna be going with what? With the 50%. And you see this is in the 2 hour. Look. Enter right here. Stop loss below the low. This low, okay, not the candle low, this wick. And then we're gonna go a 1 to 3. Perfect. Okay. There you go. Now, this is a play. Did it play out? Boom. Right now, some profits. Just by following the simple strategy that I gave you guys. So you guys can start training your eye. You see, that this is what helped me start getting better at entries. Eventually, you're going to get more advanced. Now, let me show you how I got it using my strategy. I'm going to delete everything. And first of all, I know on higher time frames, we're kind of downtrending. But in here, all of this right here is like maybe accumulation because we broke to the upside. Maybe we can see something like this. Or maybe this is just my lower high. But the thing is that, you know what? I mean, I like the scalp either way and they have more imbalance. I just found an entry on the daily time frame. Do you guys see the entry? 1, 2, 3, 4 candles broke structure to the upside. On the daily time frame, we can probably see USD CAD coming to the zone on the daily time frame. You guys see it? So easy to identify. Okay? But let me show you guys what I saw. So in here, I'm gonna go back in time. Give me a second. I'll go here. When I saw this on the 4 hour, I did see all this right here. I feel like this is like accumulation. And then we broke structure to the upside. We had a change of character. So I'm like, you know what? I feel like now we can come and retest this area for potential continuation to the upside to fill out all of this right here. So when I dropped to the 2 hour, now I was like, you know what? This candle, I like this candle. I dropped to the 1 hour. And now I'm like, ooh, I can see the setup. Remember the setup, guys. Remember the setup right here. This is a setup for buys. Remember this. Consolidation, institutional move, imbalance. We won our mitigation over here. So I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. So the 30-minute, I dropped to the 30-minute, and I see a little bit more clear. I'm like, oh, now I see it. So now following the head and shoulder pattern, something that you're going to be learning a lot with Vinny. Can you guys see this setup for me over here? Look, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then higher high. And all I want my right shoulder. So look, watch this. We have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then what happened? Change of character. Where's my right shoulder going to be? Around this. So something that I did, right? I did grab this zone right here. This whole move to the right hand side. From here, why? Because institutional sales started over here. We cleared this low. So now this was my sub liquidity to the downside, then we went higher. And then in the 30-minute, you guys are going to be learning about imbalances as well here with Powerhouse. This right here, this is an imbalance in the 30-minute. Okay, what is an imbalance? So how does it look like? This is an imbalance right here. Shout out to Neri, she did this. An imbalance is there's a gap between two lines. The candle is imbalance right here. And this is a balanced candle when both wicks touch each other like this. So now what happens with imbalances? The market tends to fill those and react from it. So going back into this example, I'm like, you know what? I know I have my right shoulder, my left shoulder head. I can get my right shoulder over here. But also if I can go more advanced to get a more precise entry, I have an imbalance in here in the 30-minute. So what I'm gonna do this, right? I'm gonna just go dash lines right here. What happened? Okay, perfect. And then from there to here. So there you go. What I did grab the beginning of the imbalance. Why the beginning of the imbalance? Because it's close to my shoulder. You could have got the 50% of the imbalance or just the 50% of the entire move. It's now your decision, your preference, whatever you want to do. Now, you know what? Let's go ahead and do like a 1 to 3. But it has potential to keep on going up. And why only 1 to 3? Or you can even go like a 1 to almost 1 to 4. Why? Because look, do you guys see this in the 30-minute? What is this right here? Isn't this what I just showed you guys? Last candle before the rally of candles. Now you're like, oh, now I can see it. So maybe I can take profit right here because the market can't react from this side, from this zone to the downside. But let's go ahead and play it out. Oh, look. What happened, guys? Did it play out? Boom. You can go, you see, it's your preference. At the end of the day, it's your preference. You want to go 50%. If we would have got the 50%, maybe it would have not get us in. But look, did it react to the downside? Yes, it did. And then I'm still liking my buy better. What happened with the buy? Boom. We enter the buy, and then we are in profits right now. I did take my profits out of 1 and 2. I took my profits here, right? But I can see this baby playing. I feel like it can be kind of like a swing play. But guys, I hope that made sense. I hope you guys understood a little bit better. And for those that are completely brand new, take notes of this, ask questions, let us know how we can help you. That way you can start, making moves. Practice on your demo account. If you're trading the live account with this challenge, please take care of it. Do not, like I told you guys yesterday, do not try to just flip it because you want to get those $1,000. Protect your money. With that being said, guys, have a great rest of your week. Make sure to plug in. Guys, something that I want to show you guys, we do have a Spanish channel. So if you know people that only speak Spanish, let them know. We're here to help them out. 3 calls per day, Monday through Friday, Sunday and Saturday, 1 call. So guys, we have this, and this is for Tuesday, tomorrow morning. You guys are going to be trading live with Neri, and then you have crypto leverage with I believe, who is it, with Tony? I forgot who it is. And then we have Bobik on nighttime. So guys, tomorrow you guys have 3 calls. Make sure to be plugging in and ask questions. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the chats. Have a blessed week.